All right, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner talking Giants, and this is your Week 9 offensive line report. And the offensive line report is once again my happy place because guess what? You see that left tackle, his name is Andrew Thomas, and there's nothing I enjoy more in football than watching him play left tackle. So I got 19 plays. This is the first Andrew Thomas offensive line report of the year. So going to get into all that. We're going to get into some other guys too. But I want to talk about Andrew Thomas because it feels good to have him back. Despite all the other bad things about the Giants, at least I can watch Andrew Thomas again and enjoy watching him. So make sure to like and subscribe and watch these, right? Because the Giants are going to suck, and it's going to suck if no one's watching the offensive line report because the Giants suck. So let's not get triple sucked over here. All right, let's get into it with Andrew Thomas. First play. Obviously at left tackle. That hand usage is beautiful, right? Starts with the feet. 1, 2. Right? 1, 2. Now we're reading. Okay, he's committing outside. We're going to go outside with him. And watch him throw this hand, right? Oh, he's going to throw this hand. And so the rusher is like, I'm going to use my left hand to chop that and get him unbalanced and then get around the corner. Watch that. Pulls it, though. Pulls it. So pass rusher loses his entire move. He pulls that hand. And then with the right hand, gets it inside on him, keeps his feet moving. Get this hand high hand, low hand. Keep your feet moving. I mean, that's just beautiful. That's just such elite left tackle play, and I miss watching it, right? Step, pull it, bam. I mean, it's all so fast. It's so quick. It's so beautiful. Next play. Here versus Tyree Wilson. Again, watch the hand replacement. Watch him stonewall this cat, right? Start with the feet. 1, 2. We're reading. Right, we're reading off that second step. 1, 2. He's working inside. We drop that right foot down. We get hands on him. Right, he tries the, bull and pull. He extends. You regain your balance. You pull that right hand, replace it inside. High hand, low hand. You got a nice, good base. And you're stopping him in his tracks, despite the fact that Tommy DeVito's getting lit up. Next play. I mean, just making these rushers look useless. Like we're protecting inside. 1 step, 2 step. Go. Get your hands on them. High hand, low hand. Keep your feet moving. I mean, just stonewalling them. Next play. Kill the will of this rusher. Just stop him dead in his tracks. Make him not want to rush anymore. Make him want to give up on a play. We're dealing with a wide alignment, but look how easily, not worried about speed at all. Just 1, 2, okay. Use that circle punch, right? So wide. Get your hands outside, then you want to work them back in. And it's done. The rush is done. See the feet moving. Sorry. We'll see how he gets to this. Both feet in the air to re-anchor. Keeping long arms that Andrew Thomas has, keeping arms off you. He goes inside, we're going to go inside. He wants to go back outside, we're going back outside. I mean, the quarterbacks were trying to run into this sack, and Thomas is like, no. And then we're going to throw him. We're going to throw him, and then guess what? Let me try and block Max Crosby too. And Tommy DeVito runs into a sack. Next play. Just, again, stonewall. 1, 2. Land your punch. Stop him in his tracks. You got good grip. Keep your feet moving. Beautiful. Next play, let's throw him out the club. I mean, this rep is beautiful. Just finishing blocks. Looking for more. This is why you pay this guy all this money. It's so good to see him back. 1, 2. Right? Get to our steps. Good proportion. We're reading. We get hands on him while we keep our feet moving. You shut him down. But again, don't stop here. Finish this block. He wants to redirect inside. Throw him. Throw him 5 yards. And then turn your head and look for something else to pick up. I mean, it's just Great athleticism, great strength, great football IQ, great instincts. Here you're going to see him jump set on this play action. Quick. You got to get out there quick on these jump sets. Bam. I mean, before Wilson's even to a second step, you're there. Like, you can't teach that. Bam. And a lot of guys, to do these jump sets, to get out there quick, they got to cross up, right? And it's taught. With Thomas, you don't even have to do it. It's just, nope, we stay square. We out here. You guys even got to a second step, and we're here. We've got hands on him. We're locked on him. We're mirroring every way he goes. Here versus Max Crosby, only had a couple of reps versus him. Just absorbs the contact, right? Like, Andrew Thomas invites the bull rush in his pass sets, right? He's talked about that. We've talked about it with him, right? Just part of, like, not letting guys use his hands against him. We got good proportion. So when you use this circle technique, it does invite the bull rush, and Crosby will bring the bull rush to you, right? But to be able to reset your feet, re-anchor, like, yeah, is that Thomas's best pass protection rep? No, absolutely not. In fact, as good as he is, it's one of his worst. Not one of his worst, but on the bottom half. But you absorb that contact, re-anchor, field the QB, allow your quarterback to step up and make a throw. Here versus some inside moves. This one's against a spin. Just here, gets his helmet knocked off too. I mean, this is going to play the piano on his back, right? So 1-2, we're reading, right? He works that inside move. Notice how the right foot, right? It drops back, but it drops back horizontally. It doesn't drop back here and give the rusher a pass to the quarterback. But then you're going to see on the spin. Replace your hands. Play the piano on his back. Bam. We're there. You get an inside presence. Helmet knocked off. Good play. Going to protect inside on this next play. Easy money. Right? 1-2, we're reading. He's showing inside. We don't do it too quick though, right? A lot of guys, when they see this, they're going to slam back down, and that can lead to a rush, a free lane to the quarterback. Nope, we're going to wait. We're going to be patient. He's going to line up with our helmet, and we're there. Now, he was credited with giving up 2 sacks. This is the first one. First, Tommy DeVito needs to throw hot on this when you have this blitz. But you notice him and Tyree both open up their hips like this is a 1-step, 3-step drop. And the ball absolutely should be out, but still, I do expect more out of Thomas, right? Like, we talk about this, just reading after the second step. You almost never see Thomas after the first step just totally open up his hips. And again, maybe he expected some chip help with Saquon too on this. I don't know. But Thomas has the athleticism to kind of finish this play, and you end up allowing a sack. The other one, I'm not losing any sleep over. The Raiders run a blitz. You got to pick this up, but still, they run this nickel blitz, right? And you see the protection is being set. I think Bredesen checks inside and then goes out here. But this player drops back. They're stunting, right? So JMS is picking this up. Pugh's picking this up. Thomas needs to come off and block this corner. He actually gave up a sack last year doing on something similar. I can't remember what team it was against. Maybe the Commanders in the tie game. But you gotta trust Pugh to get off on this and block that. But that is what one of the 2 sacks accredited to him. All right, and the run game, right? Beautiful. Like, arguably better in the run game in this game as pass protector. We're gonna run wide zone with the fullback. Again, this has been an issue for the Giants, right? Because their tackle, when they're trying to run these wide zones, will get stopped right here. But you take that bucket step, right? Foot backwards. And then you bring this right hand in, and you are moving him off the spot. You hinge him out. That gives your fullback, Bellinger, gets wider, and look at that hole you just created for Saquon Barkley. Good combo by Pugh and JMS paired with bad linebacker play. But that gives you a hole. Next play, we're going to run that wide zone again. Now, this run's not as successful, but it sure as hell ain't because of Andrew Thomas. Quick feet, bam. We get that left hand on the number. Right hand comes in. Hinge him out. Pin him out. Bam. That's a good block, man. It's a good block. And then, help into linebacker. Watch him move 91 gap, pick up Jalen Smith. Again. So what Thomas is trying to do here is you just want to get him and put his helmet on this side. Get him in this gap. Absolutely does that while being patient with it. Pick up the linebacker. Bam. Saquon running off of you. Good shit. Next play. Same thing. Again, getting low, get that shoulder into it. You don't have to have perfect technique, but just fire off the ball, get low, explode through it, knock his helmet off, stay balanced, pick up the linebacker. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Next play, same thing. Like, just good ball, man. So it was. I truly miss watching this guy, and I'm so glad to have him back. I wish we could just do the offensive line report and just watch every single Andrew Thomas play, but I figured 17 plays was enough for you. Appreciate you guys. I'm trying to end the video. I just want to talk about Thomas, but we're not going to just talk about Thomas. All right, let's do Evan Neal. Honestly, not bad results in this game. Some bad plays, some technique that still needs to be cleaned up. Honestly, the run game was actually where I was a little more disappointed. But I thought for facing Max Crosby, it could have been a lot worse. And he got a lot of one-on-one reps with Crosby. And I thought he did halfway decent. Now, he's dealing with this ankle injury again, right? Which is frustrating. It's like we can't even get any continued growth or just continued, knowing, like, hey, this is bad. We got to move to guard. Dealing with an injury again, probably going to miss time. So we'll look at Neal. Let's get into it. So first play. I want to just talk about this pass set, right? Because I see this continuously with him. And I remember Jedrick Wills did it and beginning with the Browns, and people praised it, and I didn't like it. It's like this tiptoe pass set where you're trying to get out of your stance quick, right? And we always want to get out of our stance quick, but I don't want to sacrifice balance. I don't want to sacrifice footwork for it. So watch. See how we're not getting cleats in the ground on this? So then when you do get cleats in the ground, you're kind of forced to gather. All right, see how, okay, now your left foot is clicking with your right foot and you're gathering. When you watch Thomas, right, all cleats in the ground. Like, let's look. He always stays balanced. He's not crossing up his feet. His footwork isn't getting messed up. I don't like this. I understand you got to get out of your stance quick, but I do not want to sacrifice this because it's just, where's like the smoothness in this, right? It's like one. Then the second one is where the second step is going to the side, and then we're regathering with our left foot. And then you're left. Good job getting out of your stance quick, but now you're left opening up your hips, playing from behind, trying to, catch them with your hands and lunging. Again, not the worst result, but that's watch it on this play. Just kind of throws you out of whack. Again, this isn't a bad play, but I don't like this because this is good, right? Like, this ends up being a good pass set, but I just don't like this tiptoe technique because I think it throws you off. But again, he does get good spot right here, right? Keep your feet moving. We're washing around the pocket around 11, 12 yards, so not bad, but also not great, right? Where you could be, instead of having to work around the corner, keep your feet moving, stop here. Instead, you're just working around the corner, which works, but not great. Here you're going to see good hand placement and punch. Nice punch here on 51. We're reading off the second step. We got good knee bend. We got all our cleats in the ground. And the hands are a little high, but not overly high. And see the power generated in that punch? When you time it up, when you get good placement on it, bam! Keep your feet moving. So it's like some good stuff right here. But now you're going to see him versus Crosby miss his punch. And Crosby's going to work hands off of him. Again, we're doing that tiptoe pass set. Just put that cleat in the ground so you can drive off of it, right? So you don't have to bring that left foot in to gather. But we're good right here. But we punch high. We punch early. Keep those feet moving. It's all got to work as one. Keep the feet moving when you punch, right? When you end up punching early and lunging, your feet are going to stop. But I thought he did a pretty damn good job shutting down the inside move by Crosby, who likes to get into it too, though. Like here. Like, bam, bam, bam. Like, that's getting out of your stance quick. I like that. Just put that cleat in the ground on that first step. Your read step, throw that left hand out there. Your left foot's dropping back a little bit, but not so bad. And then obviously you have the guard presence here. He wants to spin out of it. All right, we're good. Going to shut down another inside move by Crosby. I mean, that's one of his best reps of the year. Ends up in a sack by Bredesen. We got good proportion, but again, you see how the feet gather like that. You don't want that. But he works that inside move. You throw that left hand in there. Watch the left foot. This is good. Drops back here. We're horizontal. Instead of in the past, the foot would drop back here. And then you got a path to the quarterback. Shut it down. He goes back outside. Throw up. He's got his back turn you. Wait for him to turn. Punch. Bam. Good stuff. Sack. Max Crosby gets to celebrate even though Evan Neal beat him. Next play, what do we got? Again, shutting down no, this isn't the inside move. This is absorbing the power of Crosby, which is good. Now the next rep is not. But again, same footwork stuff. But he's getting to a good spot, right? So maybe you do sacrifice a little bit of it. But I feel like he doesn't need to do that. We're in a good spot right here, right? He's going to work the bull. So we place hands. We get him on. We get a good grip. Go to the hop step. See? Watch. Both feet in the ground. Re-anchor. Absorb that power. Now you want to keep your feet moving with him. But overall solid. Let's watch it in real time. Put the hands, hop step. Solid. Now you're just going to see Crosby put him on his ass, though. And sometimes it's just dude versus dude. Now I like that one-handed punch that he uses. But it leaves his chest exposed. He doesn't have great balance. Crosby has leverage, violence, and you put him on his ass. Here's where my biggest worries actually show up. It's in the run game because it looks sloppy consistently. So the result on this isn't bad, right? This is a good run right off Evan Neal. You'll think good. But there's so much I'd want to clean up on just this one play. First, the first step. Let's watch Thomas's first step. Let's watch Pugh's. Let's watch JMS. Let's watch Bredesen. Now let's watch Neal's. It's not doing anything. You're just moving it in. You're not doing anything, and it's going to force you to lean. Pick it up. If you're doing the bucket step like these are, put it down right around here. Like right where Saquon's eyes are looking. Right? So instead of that, now we're leaning. Now that's independent of the foot, but the footwork starts to lean. We're leaning, right? So we want to get push. And you're getting push. Like this could be a great block, right? Like, hey, he's leaning a little bit, but this is a good block. But because you're leaning, as you're getting ready to come off the Jalen Smith, you're unbalanced, You're not in control, and you're missing, right? And it ends up not mattering on this play. But we're ending up falling forward here instead of just, in reality, you should be helping with that and popping off here and not just missing on this. And then here on this this block on Crosby, just the feet stop on contact. Now, I like the first step, right? Like we talked about that bucket step, first step. Good posture. We're not getting overzealous. But with that, well, when you're keeping good posture, this is all good. Right? This is perfect right here. This is perfect right here. Keep the feet moving. Keep the feet chopping, right? This is good hand placement. You got low hand, high hand. You want to hinge him out. Keep the feet moving. But because you don't keep the feet moving, and this left hand doesn't generate the power that you want with the feet moving, like this left hand can generate so much power if you power through with this left foot, right? If you plant that left foot in the ground with that left hand, you're going to hinge him out, and it's going to be a good job. Instead, he's getting in on the run. Here, last one I'll do. I like this. Slingshot. I know they teach us at Alabama. Again, I remember watching Wills as a rookie, and he did this. When you're on the backside of zone, and he gets free like this, you're not going to make this block, so don't try it. It's called a slingshot block. You just use your hands, push him from the back, and because he's moving forward, he loses balance. And you get a nice run for Saquon Barkley. So, again, not bad results for Neal. Stuff to clean up. There's some stuff improved, but we don't get a second game of this in a row because he sprained his other ankle.
Gonna finish off there. Appreciate you guys sticking around for the Week 9 offensive line report. You guys stuck around when the Giants are 2-7 and number 15 Tommy DeVito is playing a quarterback. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, let's go Big Blue.